All right. So, it's been a little while, but we're finally back to the New World of Darkness campaign. Uh, this time, just with two players, but we have there's some stories and/or side stories that need to be wrapped up to kind of to get to get everything on the rails and to a nice conclusion. So tonight we've got the all D's, I guess, triple D's. So we have uh, Dragon first off.
Hey.
Playing Davis.
Yep.
Yeah, Dragon playing Davis and Marcus.
Yeah. And then we've got Donna.
Pancakes, anybody?
As well, not a. See now, it's not all D's. So Donna as Drawbert. There we go.
Well, he's got the D, just not his name. I'm so sorry. Wait, when did I turn Canadian?
Donna as Daubert. And Darkus. Instead of
Dacob.
Marcus. Yep, and Dacob.
Gotta rename everything.
And
So
double
we're
awesome as the DPCs.
Yep.
so
Yep.
Robert Sire now is Dyrus, and Davis got killed by Julia.
Oh.
Dulia.
Oh. Alternate timeline. There we go.
Alternate timeline. It's a law to have your name start with the letter D.
Yep.
All right. And with that, so I guess, well, this time around, a little bit of a hinting there that we've been focusing on the quote main team for a while, which would be Jacob and Marcus and all that, but we need to wrap things up with the other team, the B team, team number 2. They have not gotten any play in quite some time now, so
Yes.
yeah. So let's do that now. And I'll give a little setup here. So last time, as a bit of a recap here, because I even need a little refresher, and I'm sure most people do. So the last we left anyone on the B team. So it was kind of when we introduced James to Jacob and company, and kind of had a little side thing there to lead into the A team.
Reintroduced James.
Yeah, reintroduced. But then, James just sort of, he got in his car and he got spooked. And he just hauled on out of there in quite a hurry. And that was the last anyone saw or heard of James since that session. So I wanted to follow up those events, and going back to the B team here, let's say it's the night after that, because James, as I recall, he had things to do during that day, and well, he just never returned at night. So I'll leave things off here, and I'll start up the session with just, well, back at Robert's shack in the woods north of town. Night has fallen. It's that time. Everyone can wake up, or you could be awake for a bit now. But either way, the shack is a little empty, a little Jamesless. So.
Yeah, I spent a point of my day to wake up first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta do the same, so I'm doing that now.
Yep.
Yep, which looking at that, I am at hungry now.
Ooh, let me take a look here.
I think hungry is when you're at half.
Yeah, I think like half or less, and I don't.
I am at half.
Ah, okay,
Well,
okay.
5 is half of 11 rounded down.
Oh, the rounding. Okay. Hmm.
Do you round up or down is the important question.
Well, let me
Normally, but
think.
not right now.
I have 6 points of vitae.
Yeah,
Which means you are not at half.
Hmm. Oh god, I gotta say, like, oh, 11 round down or up. It's like if you were at 10, it'd be 5. So I'd say, when we don't have point fives here, I'll say, like, the amount you would need would be rounded up. So, like, 6 would be not hungry. So you're in the
Okay,
hungry.
6 would be not hungry.
Yeah,
5 would be hungry.
yeah.
That's
So,
what I meant.
yep. Just, I hadn't thought about, like, how I wanted to do that. So, okay, good. Got that hammered out. So yeah, I mean you both can awaken, no problem, but it is nighttime and it is very quiet. It-
There is a problem here.
hmm.
Robert wouldn't get really concerned until like the night after.
Well, I guess yes. James has been known to wander, to get distracted.
James is a little problematic at times.
Yeah. Well,
Robert is aware of that, so he wouldn't be concerned if James didn't come home one night.
all right. Then, in that case, for the both of you, the question is, what do your, I guess we can even sum it to roles. Like, what would your characters be doing for that night then?
Hunting.
Yeah. Let's fill
Hungry.
up. Yeah, let's fill up.
There's animals around. We don't have to hurt people.
Yep. And I mean, I'm a pretty decent hunter,
Yeah, you can
True.
make traps.
True.
and I don't think the killing inhibition applies to animals, does it?
No.
No, we did say humans.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I can hunt just fine.
Also, question, is the forest somewhat swampy?
Yes, it is.
So we could kind of use my survival specialty to search for a trail.
Ah, yes. I will allow. So, alright then. You're both gonna be hunting, I assume. Well, together? Yeah, together or apart? I don't know.
Together.
Okay, then we'll.
Davis is now willing to work with Robert. Good to
Oh.
know.
Then.
Well, it's not like he was entirely unwilling. You're you're the boss vampire here. You're the sire.
I also wasn't the person that killed the love of your life.
Yeah.
Well, then. So here's what I'd say to do your hunting successfully, just for a roll here. To get an idea, it's gonna be 1 survival plus this could go either wits dexterity, but I guess that entirely depends on how you're going to be hunting.
Am I gonna use my
Considering
bow? Am I gonna trap?
Yeah.
Considering that Davis has a specialty in traps,
I have a
Robert
specialty in bow too.
Hmm.
Either one.
but Bo would still also need sneaking up, whereas traps you could just stay in the general area and not move, considering we're vampires.
Hmm.
Yep. Be
So
like corpses.
traps would be the more practical approach.
Alright.
Well, I would say though it's gonna be a survival and wits then, combined for the both of you. I'll combine your successes together then.
Survival wits. Well,
Yep.
I have 3 wits and 3 survival, and a specialty gives me what? Extra.
1 extra dice.
Alright, 1 extra dice. That's 7.
Mm-hmm.
And the difficulty is.
Well, it's
8.
it's always
Eight.
8. Always.
Damn.
All right.
Only.
And then yeah, then
I'm willpowering this actually.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
don't want
After
to
my
start
failure.
off. I don't want to start off hungry.
All right. All right.
All right.
One thing
You-
here, as this is a wits roll,
Yeah.
does my clan penalty
Ooh.
apply here, or does this fall more into perception and survival skills?
Well, I'm trying to think. Doesn't I remember now in the book it was like the penalty is not on perception related things, but is this isn't a perception check.
I mean, it's either 4 or 5 successes.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I just want to.
I'd say because yeah, it's not pure perception. This is a knowledge and doing things at the same time. Yeah, I'd say the penalty does apply here. But that's still I guess one of the So I guess yeah, one success would be negated, but then there's still 3 roll agains.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot about the roll. No, you don't get roll against.
Oh,
that applies,
because of your oh
which
right.
is
Oh.
why I wanted to look up the exact rules again.
Yeah, I don't have the book in front of me.
Yep. Give me a second, because the frickin' PDF won't load. I'm just gonna get the book off the shelf.
All right. Yeah, that weakness. Mhm. Time to do some rules lawyering. Oh.
I has acquired book.
Alrighty. What's the word?
I have to find Clan Gangrel first.
Yeah.
Wait, I have the same penalty then if I'm same.
Yes.
If I'm your.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Then in that case, there were no successes from Dragon.
Yeah, I failed horribly.
Oh.
Utterly.
Yep.
Okay, not here. I'm looking page 93. Sorry, in a PDF this would be faster, but
Physical
we do not
media.
have that luxury.
And
If I captured anything at all, it was too mangled to drink from.
yeah, well, I just thought of some like wait, because the one negates the success, but then it would like I'm trying to think like would that be a no? It wasn't a chance. Yeah, no, it's okay. It's fine. Just a fail.
Yeah. Nothing was
This
caught.
weakness does not apply to dice pools involving perception or reaction to surprise or to the resolve attribute. Okay.
All right.
Nothing worthwhile was caught.
For you.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Speak
from
for
my
yourself, child.
end. From my end, nothing worthwhile was caught.
We could argue that Robert might have used himself as a trap. Like, meld with the ground and grab something that walks over him.
Huh. Well.
It is pretty much instantaneous.
Yeah. Well, Robert's a trap, though.
I
Robert
don't
the trap.
want to imagine that.
Robert the trap.
Ah! I don't know, Robert trying to look like a woman just... No.
Alright.
That only makes me think of like the circus freak stereotype of the bearded woman.
Mm.
The problem is a trap is supposed to be a really beautiful quote-unquote woman.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, the bear trap. There you go. Oh,
Okay,
the worst.
okay. I'm taking that.
All right, so let's see. I guess so. As far as your penalty goes, then.
I had 4 successes.
All right,
What do
but
I catch?
so no roll agains then. Is the
Yeah, I don't
official?
get rolled
Okay.
against.
All right. So here's how I'll do it. Since I did, like, it was gonna be a collective roll, and I was gonna split your successes like between the two of you. So then 4 total. Then I would say that's 2 vitae. You know, 2 to Davis and 2 to Robert. That's
So even though Davis utterly failed, he
he gets leftovers.
I mean, wouldn't
I'd
that be
say
more or less my choice?
I'd say 3 to Robert and 1 to Davis, since I'm not as hungry.
Well, because it was a collective action, I guess.
Yeah, but Davis utterly failed.
True.
As part of the collective action. But yeah,
True.
Vampire Dad is generous and does give Davis 1 point of blood.
All right, that works.
All right, one point for me and 3 for you.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. That means I'm only 3 points hungry.
Which means you're not even hungry.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I went from hungry to almost full.
Hmm.
Yep.
Well, that works then.
Or,
child-
so to say, both of us are now 3 points away from maximum.
Yep.
Hmm.
Which is fair.
All right, and let's see. I did also want to do, for both characters, like while we're doing background rolls for things. I guess just while they were out and about, just a wits and composure from the both of them. Just a side reflexive little thing.
All right.
Alright. Wits and composure, which I take it there our penalty does not apply.
No, that's you can roll as normal.
Okay, so Dragon, you get to roll again, I don't.
All right.
Wait, don't I also have, because I took one-eyed,
Hmm.
a problem with that?
4 successes. Hooray!
All right, so then.
Which I did not apply that retcon yet, I'm sorry.
I like how we basically traded places with this roll. Now
Um,
you're the one. Now you're the one who sucked.
yeah, but I do have 1 success.
Yeah.
You didn't even get that.
Well, that was because of a penalty.
Yeah. So, okay. So then, all right. Robert is not terribly observant, but let me just do a little thing here, just to get an idea about something. Yeah. Okay. So I'd say then on Davis's end, while he was out that night hunting, he would have noticed at least a little bit. Like he would have caught sight of a large gray wolf while he was out hunting, but did not get to hunt it. Did not get to hunt that down. Always seemed to slip away from him. Just a little aside.
Mm.
All right. So then.
A large gray wolf, huh?
Yep.
Yep. And I found the flaw.
Suspicious.
The character is missing an eye. He has no real depth perception, so all penalties for range attacks are doubled. But there is no... penalty just on perception checks.
Okay. Just shooting range penalties.
Yeah, and if he attempts to drive in heavy traffic, anyone's rolled on any die cancel out successes on a 1-to-1 basis, and you may not reroll 10s. Well, I'm not currently trying to maneuver in heavy traffic.
So it's basically the same as the clan penalty, but for cars. Pretty much.
In heavy traffic.
Okay.
Traffic,
Okay.
which I think I am not in.
No, no.
By the way, why did you give me access and editing rights to 2 blank character sheets?
Oh,
Yeah, same.
I was that was because Byrne was gonna get in, and they hadn't joined the thing yet, so I just made him in advance.
And why did you give us editing rights?
Everyone has rights. It was so that they could just get in and do that on their own because they weren't on the server yet.
Okay.
But also, I'll put that out there. That's for anyone getting in. Like it's so they can just tweak around with the character sheet.
Yeah, I was just confused seeing those.
All right. So so that would be night 1, and then anything else the characters want to do, or anything at all, it's the time.
Well, cell phones aren't a thing yet, so Robert has no opportunity of calling James.
Yeah.
Some weapon maintenance.
Okay.
Hey, I got a rifle from younger self. Should take care of it well.
Yeah, true. So, alright, I'm trying to remember for like proper maintenance. I know that I'm trying to think the roles for that again were
I do have crafts specialty firearms.
yes, it was.
If it is more firearms specialty, then I would like to change that specialty to firearms maintenance, because that was the idea.
Yeah, I'd say firearms is as a skill is the use of, but I'd say crafts firearm specialty. I'd say that covers it a little better. So then, yeah, crafts plus. Just trying to think if that'd be more a dexterity or a wits thing.
Please make it dexterity.
Well, I get it. It does require some handiwork. So.
Yeah, wits would be if the weapon was genuinely damaged, maybe.
Yeah. You're not actually dealing with.
I'm just doing routine maintenance.
Yeah. Okay. Then in that case, I would say it is just a crafts dexterity check.
I think it'd be pretty easy to see if there was something wrong with my bow.
Yes.
It's not a complicated piece of machinery.
Which, I'm trying to think. Where does Davis store his bow and all that? Like, just when he's not using it.
Holster on his back.
Like when he's sleeping.
I mean, there's room in the shed, and it's not like anyone but us.
All right.
When he's sleeping, he just leans it up against a wall.
Okay, yeah.
The door to the shed has a lock.
All right.
And not a light one.
Yeah, like there's no like giant vault in the Robert shack.
No, but the door has a lock, so strangers can't just come in when Robert is out.
All right.
Or in this case now, strangers can't just come in while Robert is sleeping.
Okay. So, all right then, the maintenancing, and let's see. I guess roll's already in, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
3 successes.
All right. And I'd say for this particular weapon, I'd say as an extended action on that, just one more roll to see like how long it takes him on average to do this.
Okay.
Okay. Then yeah, I'd say like for Robert, it takes him about a half hour to properly maintain and clean his weapon. By
the way, you don't have to give me a bonus for this. I mean, a properly maintained weapon just shoots normally. I
Yeah,
would have a problem if I didn't do this.
yeah, less of a chance of having, backfires or just gun jamming, etc., etc. At the worst time. So, okay.
Yeah, so if you claim that my gun jams later, I can say, nah, I got 4 successes maintaining it.
uh,
It will take that.
alright. Okay, so then...
That actually sounds fair enough. A preventive botch from jamming,
Yeah.
or jam-related botch-related jam.
Oh, I just had a thought. What I should have been doing all along with all these people that have cars in the game is routine maintenance on... No one's ever done routine maintenance on their vehicle. Like...
Yeah.
This just reminds me of. Wait, when was the last time everybody showered?
Yeah.
Wait, when was the last time everybody showered? Or just washed themselves?
When was the last time Davis ate food?
Davis doesn't have to eat anymore.
No, but I'm saying that led to the beans.
Yeah.
But I really meant right now. Wait, when was the last time Davis and Robert cleaned themselves?
No idea.
I mean, the shack doesn't have plumbing, right? So...
No, but there would be a water source somewhere close by, as Robert built it in mind to be a place where living is doable.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like in the same sense that Marcus lived by a stream.
Maybe not living by a stream, and rather having a well dug.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Oh, it's the little things every time.
Yep.
So before going to sleep, Robert would just take the time to wash himself.
Okay. And I don't know. I assume, or does Davis do the same, or...
Davis does the same.
Also, I am gonna send you a message on something comical that you can at some point put in when you if you want. If you want to include that at some point for comedic effect. I have a feeling you find it more gross than funny.
It's yeah. All right. So, okay. The night, the first night there, the first Jamesless night, comes to a conclusion. Then I suppose. And so, the day comes around, and it goes, and another night comes, which, everyone can wake up again.
And the point of blood.
Yep.
That point of blood that I got from you is now spent again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry for being selfish.
No, it's fine.
But, yeah.
Sire gets the lion's share.
Yep.
But, yeah, so then, okay, they both awaken, and it is yet another lonely, Jamesless night. Night number 2.
Okay, now Robert is getting worried. I furrow my brow. Didn't he say he just had to make that delivery?
That's what I believe I heard. Should we go looking for him?
Probably the better choice.
All right, so.
Robert is gonna pick up his coat, grumble something. Always troublemakers. Why do I always have that luck?
Oh. All right.
Grumpy Robert is grumpy.
Okay, so Robert's prepping then. And I guess also, I mean, well, Davis woke up and he's there, so.
Yep.
He just goes with the flow.
Yep.
Obviously.
All right then. So, well, okay, well, then you decide you want to do something. The question is how.
Remind me, in the 80s in the South, it would not be too unusual to see a hunter just with his weapon shouldered, right?
Yeah. You're out in hunting woods, so.
Then, yeah, Robert is
bow.
shouldering his rifle.
Yep, got my bow.
Common sense question. Would the bow draw attention?
That would be a little bit unusual. I mean, that's very old school. But I mean,
I am a clearly like aboriginal person.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like it wouldn't draw suspicion, but I mean it would just be unusual.
It would draw attention to two vampires, which is not a good idea.
Well, you might just be some people like hunting with bows. It's not highly unusual. It's just people might have questions.
Yeah, and might take a closer look to the two people going down the road. Like an even closer look than they'd already have, because one of them is a literal giant.
Well, yeah, that.
I think one of the people being a giant and having a scarred face would draw more attention than a bow.
Actually, yeah, probably.
Yeah, but both of those things would draw attention.
Yeah, they would draw attention, but I mean, we both have a hunter-like appearance. We'd look like hunters, at least hunters of animals, not vampires.
Let's put it this way. Davis might notice that Robert shoots a disapproving look towards his bow.
Ooh. Well. It's between the two of you to hash that out, then.
Davis just kind of looks inquisitively back.
I'm just gonna do a wits empathy check here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Remember, behavior blind. No, not getting it. No idea what that look is meaning.
Not understanding this raised eyebrow.
Nope.
Well, then I mean, I guess the question is anyone acting on that, or do they just merrily get onto...
Robert just sees whether there's any tire traces left, as the road that would lead to the main road is not well, it's not an actually maintained road.
It's
no
just
asphalt.
dirt.
Yeah, exactly. It's a dirt road. That's the word I was looking for. My brain is just weird.
All right, so I guess he's looking for
Tire tracks.
Okay, so other than the tire tracks that like
No.
Oh.
the tire tracks of James's car, if they are still there. If there's any fresh tracks, maybe he was there during the day but had to go away again.
Okay. So yeah, then tire tracks other than when he left the first time, basically.
Yeah, which those might be through rain or other weather not be there anymore.
Yeah. Which, I want to do a little background roll for something.
Even doubt mostly.
And now it's pouring rain. I bet.
Okay, I just wanted to get an idea for the weather for the past, the past night and then this night. So I would actually say it's raining pretty hard right now.
It's raining cats and dogs.
Yeah, like right now. It's a little stormy even.
Oh wow, that's what a 10 means.
Yeah, like that means, for on my end, that means like, it's a raining nice and good. I should have been doing like some rain and storm checks before because it's the south, and it's like, if it's not clear, it is pouring down rain. So I should have been doing that before.
Yeah, that's why I suggested that maybe the tire tracks aren't that visible anymore.
Yeah. So. Okay, yeah. So Robert, like, I would even say no roll necessary. Like, it's pouring rain now. You're not gonna get anything but mud.
Do I even have to do a survival check to get a general idea where the next road is? Considering I lived here for years?
Yeah, you'd know how to get to the proper road.
Okay.
Only way we'd be screwed is if he drove off-road.
Yeah. Also, the question is if there's any indication whether he drove left or right once he got to the road,
Yeah, which I will say...
It's not like James leaves a trail of McDonald's wrappers.
Well, he might. I don't know. But
I don't think we had that many.
Yeah, but as a quick meta note here, I guess also like when it comes to finding tracks, like car tracks and all, I would say like, okay, even with the heavy rain, fresh tracks would be somewhat visible, like just because they're kind of deep.
That depends on how heavy the rain is, how heavy the car is.
Because the car would.
Wind.
Well, no.
How recently it drove.
Because because I've had this problem, all right, where like, a car wheel, on very very damp loose soil, like it's gonna sink in and there'll be puddles basically. There will be like small puddles.
The thing is, it probably, if it isn't made for somewhat off-road driving, would not budge anymore. It would just dig itself into the dirt.
Sometimes, but not always.
I don't think James's car is made for off-road driving.
Yeah. But sometimes, just like on the side of a road, it like, you get like those deep puddles, and cars do get out. It happens.
Yeah, but this is not just the side of the road. This is
it's just
kind of ripped up dirt road.
Yeah. So there you would definitely see something. Okay.
Yeah, a car that's stuck in the mud. That's what we'd see.
If James had driven around recently, then we'd find his car stuck in the mud. Otherwise, no. If he's been here recently, then we'd find him.
All right. So that matter cleared up. Then, well, Robert can find his way to the main road. So
he will see if there's any indication what direction James drove.
Okay. So, pavement. Then in that case, there would be maybe something Robert could find. So, I would say...
From 2 days ago in heavy rain?
Well, if James was, like, really ripping up tires on the road, I don't know how... I wish I could remember, like, what his drive check was. If it was really bad, then, like, I don't know, maybe...
It wasn't really bad.
Okay. Then, well, I mean, of course, you can try.
I will try. It's a wit survival check, I would assume.
Okay, so, well, this one, you're on a man-made surface, basically.
It's not with my specialty, I'm aware of that.
But this is kind of more of an investigation thing, I'd think.
It doesn't make a difference, I have 2 in either.
Okay, then yeah, wits investigation. Okay, a 1. Which, to that, I'd just say, like, it's dark, the rain is pouring down, the road is just covered in water. It's hard to tell anything. However, I mean, I could allow a memory check on something, if it's needed.
Yeah, why not? Wits intelligence. I know what James drove, but Robert kind of has been a little busy lately, and I have 0 successes because
Well,
ban penalty.
but I'd just say then you as a player or any of them, any of you two, like, well, you remember where James was going, right?
I think I do, but then again, Ashfield isn't that big. I wouldn't know if they had a hospital that would keep a patient for as long as
Well, yeah, there was only one.
Jacob was kept.
There was only the one hospital in town, so you would. I assume that the party would have known that basically James was going into town from the shack, so he would have been going south on the main road.
So, would know the direction.
Yes.
The question is, did James probably try to drive back?
Presumably, he would have tried to come back, yes.
Robert does assume that James tried to come back.
Yes,
Now
yes.
the question is, does Robert think James is forgetful enough to forget the place where he has to drive off the road?
Oh, alright. Well...
Can I common sense this?
Okay, okay.
Based on events of the past?
Okay. Well then, okay, common sense. So, well, I'm trying to think here. Knowing events of the past.
James has shown himself to be forgetful.
Yes, he has. And as an aside,
He's been at the shack twice.
yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. Is he's really only been there very, very briefly. The 2 times he's been there, so he might have gotten a little bit lost. So that's what Robert would know.
Robert looks at the road, looks at Davis, back at the road. How big do you think the possibility is he just drove straight past his exit?
Davis shrugs. I don't know him as well as you do.
We'll have to walk anyways. Question to the DM, as Robert would know. In what direction would we get to a town or settlement faster?
Alright, so let's see.
On foot.
Yeah, on foot. I'm trying to think, like, we'd positioned Robert's shack as kind of like north and maybe a little west of town, but a very decent ways out of it. So...
Like a 1 hour drive from town, I thought it was.
Yeah, it was like a 1 hour drive to the main city, but there is like that small town north of Ashfield, which I'd say like that would be like maybe a little over a half hour on from Robert's shack, from the main road at Robert's shack. Yeah, that'd be a little bit closer.
I would assume also by car, not by foot.
Yeah, it still would be, yeah, a decent...
Is the name of that little town Dawncrest?
No.
Good. Good. I mean, Robert would have still Wait, Robert met the hunters. We had established that.
Wait.
We had established when I first made the character that he had run into the group.
Ah, yes. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So if that town was Dawncrest, Robert would skip it, but as it isn't, he won't.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Actually, it might have been. I think it might be like the kind of suburb area that James went to, actually, where Jacob lives and all. That might. I think that might have been one in the same, the similar area. Like all to the
Rich
north.
people's suburbs. Because Robert likes people like that. Totally.
But yeah, a small suburban town, basically.
Still gonna walk in that general direction. Robert will tell Davis to stay like 20 feet off the road on the left side.
Ooh.
And will himself go 20 feet off the road on the right side in case James lost control over the car.
Ah, okay.
All right.
As the rain is pouring and we don't really have night sight, just in case there is a crashed car somewhere off the road.
Alright, now I only have 2 questions here. One, I guess, because you mentioned the night sight, no one has flashlights?
Flashlight plus pouring rain equals bad idea.
But,
Like, even if it's supposed to be waterproof,
yeah.
flashlight plus really pouring rain equals bad idea. You're
Alright.
gonna break it, and if it's a really good one, you're gonna regret that.
Oh. Okay. But then basically so then both of them are walking in pitch black darkness then.
Maybe a little bit of orientation close by, but nothing beyond that.
Alright, well the other question is that if they're both like 20 feet away from the road,
We're 40 feet away from each other. Yes, that math checks out.
but it's also, well, am I gonna need to have a little side roll to make sure you don't just get lost in the woods? I don't know how generous I'm feeling. Well, I'd say, okay. For this roll, just to make sure you can do what you say you want to do, alright? From the both of you, I would like a...
May I mention one more thing?
Yeah.
Like, every 5 minutes, Robert will shout if Davis sees anything.
Okay.
So if Davis doesn't answer, he would stop and go looking for Davis.
Okay, so basically, what I'm gonna put to that is that if you do get lost, you're not gonna get super lost. That's what I would say. But okay. So to make sure you can pull this off, I would say it is a good Okay. I think 2 checks actually. The first one is just to make sure you don't get lost. So this one would be a wits plus
That would be survival.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if it'd be more perception or more survival. I lean towards survival. So yeah, wits plus survival check from the both of you.
With specialty or without?
I'd say yes, with specialty.
Fuck me!
So, okay, not great from Robert.
Davis is not getting lost.
Yeah, but as Robert doesn't hear Davis, he would just stagger to his left.
Yeah, so...
Because Robert was by the right side of the road, so logic dictates if he turns about 90 degrees left and then goes straight ahead, he will come to the road.
Okay.
you can more or less see whether you're going straight ahead or staggering to one side.
Yeah. So I'll just say what I'm going to factor in here then is the amount of time it takes you to cover ground and search is going to be extended because maybe Robert gets a little turned around in these conditions. So I'm just kind of keeping track of the overall time here. Okay. Let me just have a little note thing up. I just want to have a little time tracker for myself here. Okay. Alrighty. So then, okay, it's gonna take a little longer, but the next thing is your actual investigation. As the two of them are kind of going along the road, going north then to these suburban outer ends, north of town. Then I would say the next check is wits plus investigation to actually find something from the both of them.
Damn.
So...
Nothing.
Alright. So yeah, as they're going along, they don't discover anything for a good while. The night goes on, and time passes, which first off, I guess was anyone wearing a watch?
Davis does not watch. Davis does not watch the time.
Robert
Thus.
would probably have a waterproof wristwatch, yeah?
Okay. So then it's just that someone knows what time it is as they're taking so long out in the woods. So it's like it's already like 10 p.m., we'll say. But the search goes on.
Davis does not watch a watch.
Does he at least know how to read one?
Presumably.
Okay, that's good.
Alright, so, okay. Then I'm gonna say time passes, but then I guess, do they continue? Are they just gonna keep on, basically?
Yes.
Okay. I'd just like to know, like, if they try to come up with a new plan, or, if they strategize what they like to do. So
I
then...
mean, there's not really hints we can take to know where
Well, you're stumbling in the
actually
woods.
went.
Yeah, you're just kind of...
We're just looking around.
We're looking around alongside the road to see if James maybe had an accident. Which I think is the smartest thing we can do right now.
Yeah.
We're going on a two-man search for a man who could be anywhere. There's not really much we can do except look around.
Yeah, I can't turn into an animal yet. I'm lacking 1 point of protein.
I only have 1 point of protein. Which, wait, what does that allow me to do again?
Ooh, that's like the look thing, isn't it? Some kind of gaze.
That's the intimidation look.
Yeah.
I do, however, have an idea.
Ooh.
Animalism.
Animalism.
The DM keeping quiet, I interpret that as him not quite being sure what I want to do with animalism.
Yeah, what do you... I don't... Because I don't have the books, and I don't...
I only have Animalism 1, so I think I can only talk to... Okay... Has learned to understand the lesser creatures that surround her and to speak with them and make herself understood. It is the foundation upon which all other animalism abilities are built.
So, like, maybe body language, then? Or...
No, that would be just... Body language would literally just be... Animal Ken. I can
Animalism is like...
I can tell you when a dog is afraid or...
Yeah. Animalism is like basic understanding of animals on
but
like to talking to them.
but non-verbal understanding,
No,
right?
it is verbal understanding.
Ah,
Verbal understanding.
The vampire
okay.
may either whisper to the animal in her own language, or any language she knows, or she may hiss, bark, chirp, or make whatever sound the animal might use to express itself.
Okay, so the
You
animal.
just can't command them. You can talk to them, but
Yeah.
you can't control them.
Okay.
It requires initial eye contact. The simpler or less intelligent the animal is, the more difficult it is to link with its beast or its emotions. Mammals, raptors, and certain large reptiles are relatively easy to communicate with. Insects, invertebrates, and most fish are very nearly impossible. Make sure that the animal communicates with the vampire. It does not compel the creature to obey the commands or perform tasks. Further, the nature of the information conveyed by the animal depends largely on its intelligence and awareness. A cat might be able to explain that a large number of humans scarred it out of a nearby building, but it's unlikely to understand questions such as, was one of them wearing a green baseball cap, or have any real concept of numbers.
Okay.
Dice pool: manipulation plus animal ken plus animalism. Action instant. Success indicates that the character can fully communicate with the animal to whatever degree it is capable. And there are suggested modifiers: +1 if the animal is a predatory mammal, +1 the character is able to assume the same animal form via protean. I don't have that. The character attempts to communicate with an animal in its native tongue is +1, so if I barked at a wolf, that might be a +1.
Okay.
If I meowed or purred or hissed at a cat, that would be a +1. -1, the animal is no modifier. The animal is another sort of mammal, a predatory bird, or a large reptile. -1, the animal is another sort of bird or small reptile. -3, the animal is an insect or fish. I'm definitely not looking for an insect or a fish in the middle of the night. While I mean, it's raining cats and dogs. Maybe a fish does swim by. But no, what I would be looking for would be most likely bear, wolf, or nocturnal raptor like an owl.
Okay. So then.
Which is a with composure.
Alright.
I would assume. To just see if one is nearby.
To find one, basically. Then.
Hopefully you get a bird.
Yeah.
That would be perfect. On the other hand, if I get a wolf, I could ask it to try and track the scent of a person that was with me a short while ago.
Well,
And is not the person that is with me now.
Yeah.
And I can offer a predatory animal meat, so that might be an incentive to help me.
Can you offer him a way to track a scent?
We should have some of James's stuff with us. Not with us, but at the shack.
Fair enough.
Should have some of his stuff at the shack, right?
This is all assuming you can convince him to come with you.
Yeah, which I will promise him the carcass of the thing we caught last night.
Yes.
Alright.
Meat.
Well,
exactly.
Okay, so I guess then, since Robert is deciding to do this instead, I mean, well, so is he just gonna do it? And
he's gonna yell at Davis to stop first.
Okay. Davis
or,
stops.
well, not actually yell at him, get close and lay a hand on his shoulder and say it lowly, I don't want to chase any potential animals away.
Alright. Fair enough.
Alright, so then, the hunt is on then, to find an animal. So, I guess, yeah, just well, wait, to, like, subtract...
Well, the first was look around whether there's anything near.
Okay. So then that's just like in the immediate vicinity near the road then.
Yeah, especially up.
Okay.
I'm especially looking up.
So, well, I would... Okay. I'm going to put some penalties on this because of the weather conditions, it's nighttime, so it's all black. I would say between the two of those, it's going to be a -3 penalty to your wits and composure check.
I'm not willpowering that. And I still got 2 successes.
Okay. Then let me do a little thing to get an idea of what can be found, if anything. Okay. Alright. Then I would say, with that... Okay. So, Robert, he might notice... He might notice a squirrel huddled up in one of the heavy trees.
Is it awake? Because if it's not awake, I can't do shit.
No, it is. It is. Well, it is alive, and it's kind of just squirreling around up there. It is quite a storm going on, so it's not sleeping.
Thunder's keeping it awake.
Then the other question is, what direction is it looking?
Alright, and...
Because if I can't establish eye contact, I can't really catch a squirrel's attention and hope to establish eye contact.
Yeah, okay, well then let me just see how lucky you'll get on that one. Let me think. Okay, the squirrel is just intently focused on a nice juicy nut.
Okay, at this point, I suggest to Davis that we might need some additional help to find James and explain my idea to him. And explain that, no, that squirrel is not an option.
Okay.
Well...
I guess a more extended search would be a survival check?
Okay, so like to find proper animals then.
Yeah.
Okay, then yes, that would be the proper survival check. And again, I would say
-3.
Yeah, because of conditions.
But with my specialty, right?
Oh yes, that does apply. So -2.
I'm not yet willpowering that.
Mm-hmm.
And of course.
Nothing. Yeah, it's...
Wait, wouldn't searching for traces be more perception-based, though?
I took that as specifically wits composure checks, is what I took that as.
Come on!
Because that's to notice things.
It is something perception-based. I am looking for traces.
But it is a knowledge thing. Like, it is a...
On one hand...
It's using your knowledge of survival, so...
No, survival is a physical skill.
True.
Yep.
I am gonna argue this to the death. This is me looking for things.
Alright. I always took it as, like, your knowledge of the terrain and the environment, like,
It is a physical skill, it's not a mental skill.
Okay. On that one, then, yes, I will allow that. I will allow that.
Perhaps I could set up some non-lethal traps.
They don't say just for perception check, they say for perception-based things.
That's a little vague,
They don't say specifically for perception check.
Alright. Yeah, okay, then you get 2. Alright. So then, okay, I'll do that. That'll earn a re-roll here to see something good. Well, okay. I will say this one is a little easier, but
Also, to the non-lethal traps, Robert would pretty much reply, "We are trying to get an animal to do something for us. I don't think scaring it with a trap first is a good idea."
Davis shrugs. Well, that was my best idea.
All right, but what Robert would have found then is a snake, a nice long snake, kind of coiled around a thin tree. So
I will
yeah, not a
very
mammal.
slowly and carefully approach it and establish eye contact as I try to make a hissing noise to communicate to it.
Okay. Oh,
Damn, my microphone doesn't pick that up.
I think I got it. But
Okay.
it's a
got
scary snake. Oh. Okay. So, well, okay, in that case, I was going to say a -1 because it is not a mammal, but a +1 for attempting to communicate in its native tongue.
Also, to the... If the snake counts as a large reptile, that would be a neutral.
Well, it's not a large reptile. Like, I'd assume that's like
Small
some kind of
reptile.
huge snake. It's not a big one, but... So it's a small
I'm
reptile.
at a neutral point
Yep.
and have a manipulation plus animal ken plus animalism. That's not a good one.
Ooh.
That's 4 dice.
Alright.
But I only need 1 success.
Yeah.
So I will try that. The biggest problem is that snake will not want our catch.
Yeah, a bit large. Okay. And so I guess it just takes 1 then. Or
It does say
like is there something for higher successes?
for exceptional success, yeah, but not for for number of successes.
Okay.
The animal can communicate.
All right.
Which
Communication.
really gave us a crap animal. Are you aware of that? Snakes are not that smart.
Yeah, but I don't know. You can try your luck. The communication established. You can ask a question then.
Have you seen a human, and I point at Davis and myself, explain that a human would maybe smell a little stronger? That is about this high when standing on its hind legs. And then I would describe James's hairstyle and, well, not hairstyle, but hair color at least. Snakes can see color.
All right.
And
It's like, what are legs?
Oh.
no, it does see our legs.
Yeah.
No, I was just joking around.
And
Of course it knows what legs are.
I would describe the color of James's clothing too, as the fake skin it put around itself, and actively motion at my own clothing.
Well, also as another point, you might want a meta thing here is like, well, James presumably would have been in a car, right? So
Yeah, but explaining a car to a snake,
big loud thing, you know.
big loud thing could be pretty much anything man-made.
Oh, true.
Like for the snake, probably my rifle is a big loud thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Big, loud, moving rock.
I first want to get an answer to the first thing and then move further from that.
Okay, so to see, then in that case, okay, your communication was established, so question goes through. So now I need to decide the snake's intelligence and if it really properly comprehends all the information there. And so, like, let me come up with a snake intelligence here. I have some animals.
I did keep it fairly simple.
Yeah, but like I would do this as like an intelligence wits thing for a snake, which I do have some animals statted. So let me just kind of get a little baseline here. Okay, okay. So I'd just roll like this. Yep. Okay, basic understanding. Very basic understanding is what I'd give there. So, all right. This and I guess the other thing is, well, does the snake want to help you? Because that is another. You're not commanding the snake.
Yeah, which is why I didn't try to get it to go out of its way to help me.
Yeah, yeah. But the other is if it will just answer your question, and to that I'll use these stats. So. Yeah.
God damn it. If we now get a bitchy, stubborn snake, Robert might lose it.
Just punch the snake. No, no.
Stomp it into the ground.
I was more thinking kill it and sell its hide.
Oh. Alright, but... okay, the snake, it understood the basics, and it'll just simply respond with what it knows. And what it knows is like the because you described like the clothing, the colors, right?
Yeah, the
and
color of the quote-unquote fake skin the
yeah,
human put on.
and yeah, it would say that like earlier on, during the day, that it's while it was slithering along further up in the woods, that it saw those colors. It saw those colors on the ground. So that's what it knows.
I will thank it and ask if it can point its head in the direction it found those colors.
All right. And the snake kind of leans its head, tilts to the north and kind of flicks its tongue out there.
Where was the sun standing when you found the colors on the ground? And did you come here in a direct line?
Alright, and let me just, again, snack intelligence here, and also what it noticed. Well, to the sun, the snake was slithering, like it was not looking up.
Yeah, it was not looking up, but the position of the sun is kind of important to the snake, because how warm it is determines how well it can move.
Yeah, although...
Like, that is a thing that a snake would know.
Well, but also, this is a very heavy forest canopy. Like, there would have been no direct sunlight anyway. Very thick forest and vegetation.
Robert at this point rubbing the bridge of
It just knows it was daytime.
Annoyed by dumb snake.
Simple snack. But it gave you a direction.
Question, was it raining when we first got up? Like, immediately?
Alright, so when you awoke that night then,
Yeah.
okay, yes, it would have, it
Yeah.
would have, it was raining. Beginning of the night.
Animals do not have a concept of hours. I am aware of
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That's like point your watch at it, and it's like
Hours, seconds, and minutes mean nothing to animals. Only daytime and nighttime.
But it could know how far it was into the day.
Well,
Was it still day for a long time after you found those clothes?
okay, and that one. Let me just kind of get a snake memory check here. Snake memory. Okay. Then Snake does kind of remember that it was still nice and warm and bright for quite some time after he slithered on past that.
Would I know how fast snakes of that species move?
All right. Well, I guess this would definitely be a survival expertise thing. And so
More an animal canon expertise?
oh,
thing?
yeah. Like, yeah, it could go either way, really, but like this
I
is.
have good survival and good animal ken, so
Same.
Yes, Davis could also maybe know something.
Yeah, but Davis first has to ask me what the conversation was.
Oh, yeah.
you have to ask me a question if you
I
don't know.
conversed in snake,
Yeah.
which
Oh.
to Davis might seem somewhat bewildering.
Davis is chalking this up to vampire magic. You did like literally pop out of the ground when he first met you, so
Yeah.
vampire. and he killed a super fast guy coming right at him.
You didn't kill him, you just... Ah, doch, yeah, you did kill him.
I killed him. I take credit for that.
Fire.
Yeah.
Arrow was on fire. I forgot that you didn't just stake him, you staked him with a flaming arrow.
Yeah, he was dead. He was very, very dead. And it was very, very my fault.
Fault, quote unquote. Normal people would call that your accomplishment.
Victory music play. All right, so. All right, so then, okay, I guess. Let's see. So yeah, as for the snake knowledge, yeah, I'd say that's like
Probably an
intelligence
animal can...
plus animal ken. Yeah, that.
Damn. Why did I not invest anything in intelligence?
Oh.
Well, if you fail and you can suck it up, you can ask me.
I do fail, and I would say Robert can suck it up, because Robert's vice is not pride.
Yeah.
Robert's eyes turns towards Davis. Do you know how fast this kind of snake moves? On average, per hour?
Alright, let's make that roll myself. Intelligence, animal ken, right?
Yep.
Alright, so that is 5.
So does Davis' brain work?
Somewhat.
Yes.
It works good enough. Good enough. So then Davis would know that a little snake like that, on its average routine, its average behaviors, because he does hunt and all that, so he knows some things. He would probably know that that snake, like it moves very, very slowly during its normal routine. So, like if something is hours away for the snake, it's
miles per hour or hour per miles?
just hours away, like on foot, then for it.
Hours per mile.
then it's probably not that far for you all, is what it would know. Or what Davis would know. So you can probably cover the ground.
One last question that I am gonna ask the snake is, did you stop at this tree when the day ended?
Ooh. Okay. So for that one, again, the snake
Keeping
is...
it fairly easy.
Yeah. So to that one, the snake would just, again, honestly say that, it got nice and comfortable here when the rains started up. When the storm, when the loud sounds and all that happened.
I will nod my head and tell Davis, let's head north.
Okay.
I don't think reptiles have an understanding for thank you. They're not pack animals, they're not social animals, so very unlikely.
They might understand the concept of directions, but not the concept of the words north, south, east, and west as directions.
Yeah.
Not even gonna shake the snake's hand. Oh.
As if that was possible.
All right. So then, yeah, you got some confirmation there, and a general idea of like where you might need to be going. So,
Yep.
I guess then the party ventures forth, or...
That would be the assumption, yes.
All right.
Davis is following Boss Man. Mr. Sire.
Robert would also, while we're walking, explain a little bit of what just happened.
A good idea.
Well, question is, how well does Davis absorb all of this information?
Should I try to roleplay out the explanation?
Ooh, you can.
If you wanna.
Being what we are, as I understand it, we have inherited the ability to talk to animals. However, as far as it goes, you have to kind of try to communicate in them in a way that they understand. So if you have a reptile, it will not understand numbers. It will not really understand complex concepts of any way.
Huh.
Davis confused, perhaps.
Yeah, let's see how... Can I roll to see how well Davis is, like, absorbing this information?
Well...
Because right now, I'm imagining a static screen.
Oh.
I'm just queuing up the empathy roll already.
Well,
Yeah.
I was thinking for Davis, like, that would be an empathy roll, I would think, like, to see if he's really, like, understanding and of everything. So I'd say okay, how about then
I mean, we could make it an expression check for me first to see how well I convey it.
To see,
Express it.
Do I get like a +1 bonus for the explanation I gave in
Yes.
Okay, that means I have 1 die and it's not a chance roll.
Well,
Hooray.
because it'd be like, what, wits expression?
I would say manipulation or maybe
Well,
presence.
you're not trying to manipulate him.
Would you give it presence expression maybe? I mean, presence and wits are the same for me, so the only thing is, do I have the penalty or not?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think, because he's like, imparting information is basically what Robert's doing here. And I'm trying to think, like, the best possible attribute for that. Like, it could either go presence or wits there. Yeah. So, whichever one you want to use.
Presence.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I do not get a penalty. Well, not an additional one apart from not having an expression, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Which means this is actually a success.
Yeah, a 1, a minimum, kind of
Alright.
awkward.
So now what am I rolling to understand this? And
Okay.
also, does that give me a bonus of 1?
Well, I'd say, okay, I will allow the 1 there to carry over. But it's going to be a wits empathy check for Davis, which that has the clan penalty there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have wits 3, empathy 0.
Which, that's -1 unskilled as well on top of.
-1
Yeah,
unskilled,
I
and then
have the unskilled penalty as well, which is why I asked if I get a bonus for my...
Yeah.
yeah.
So that just
So-
negates the bonus there.
Yeah.
So I get a -1 unskilled, and then another -1 penalty.
No.
No, the clan penalty is not a -1. It's a 10s do not allow rerolls, and
Alright.
your
Ones negate successes. Yep.
Basically a difficult Vampire the Masquerade check.
All right. So that is wits 3 -1 unskilled, and then +1 because good explanation.
So just 0. Yeah.
Yep. 1 success.
Okay.
Kind of understand.
Yeah. It's maybe some of that's maybe getting through to Davis, but
It's definitely vampire magic.
there you go. That's what Davis took away from that.
It's not just some unique power that just Robert has. It's definitely just general vampire magic.
I will also ask Davis if he wants to learn this.
That could be useful at some point.
We'll start working on it.
All right. So then the 2 of them get that in. So I guess they
And are continuing to go north.
okay.
Which,
Yep.
would you say it's feasible for Robert to have a compass?
Oh, well, I'd figure I'd figure someone would have some survival gear out here.
Especially
mean-
someone who lives in the woods.
Yeah.
Davis finds his way by the stars, but there aren't any stars out today because
Yeah,
it's raining.
exactly. And the thing is, Robert would know the problem with the weather.
Well, that and the trees are super heavy. Like, you can barely, if at all, see the sun and the stars. So, like, yeah.
If we see the sun, that's bad.
Well,
Yes!
That means something has gone terribly wrong.
So every now and then I will check my compass to make sure we're still walking in the direction of north.
all right.
And I will go in slight zigzags to make sure that we cover enough ground.
Kind of like across the road, then, basically, because it is still kind of along the because the North Road. Like it's still on the same general trend there.
But stay with Davis now.
Yep.
Okay.
And just-
If we see the sun and the stars, then it's Gehenna.
or very, very early morning. Where you in one direction can see the sun coming up, and in the other direction see the stars going down.
True enough.
Well, not going down, but fading from the sunlight.
Rotating around the flat disc that we live on. That's there we go.
Yeah, sure.
In a fairy tale, maybe.
Alright, so then everyone is proceeding along, and because of the compass, no getting lost this time, which I wish that had been mentioned before. It might have helped to know someone had a compass. But alright. So then I'm just gonna say then you have directions, you're not gonna get lost. So just as the 2 of them are going along, From both of them, I would like another one of those fun, reflexive notice checks. But with the -3 penalty for just the weather and everything now.
So that's wits composure.
Yeah, just a fun little wits composure check from everyone.
With the -3, that gives me bad.
Yeah, and I have 2 successes.
All right. Then this time, Robert, as they were going along, he would have noticed, or he would have heard. Yeah, with that he wouldn't have seen, but he would have heard an animal, a good-sized animal, kind of quickly sprinting by in the distance.
Robert is drawing his rifle and turning in that direction.
Ooh.
There is certain information that justifies that kind of reaction.
Yeah, he heard an animal sprinting along and crunching the leaves as it's running. So, all right.
Davis follows suit and draws his bow, but more casually.
Just takes his time.
Well, Davis didn't have his face ripped off by a large animal in these woods.
Yeah, and he didn't really hear the threat. He's just following Robert's actions.
Yep. I mean, Davis would by now know that there is a large animal in these woods that is aggressive enough to rip your face off, so I would say erring on the side of caution would be logical to him, probably.
Yep.
Well,
he didn't do it completely casually. It's not like he's just like, yeah, getting my bow. No, he got his bow out.
Getting my bow, I guess.
Yeah. He's getting his bow out and staying on guard, just not as quickly as Robert. Not as with much there's an immediate threat in his mind.
Alright. But I guess then also, since, Robert did hear something, okay.
One notice, I do not yet have my finger on the trigger.
Alright. But I guess now, so everyone's readied up, but what are they gonna, are they gonna, what's the plan here? What are they doing?
Looking for what I heard?
Okay, so more focusing your senses then, basically.
Yeah, same.
So that would just be another good wits composure check then.
Yep, and I'm willpowering that one,
yeah,
because you can't slap me with that stupid penalty.
Alright. I should have been penalizing for weather and all that more as we've gone, but so.
Yeah. I have 3 successes this time around.
Alright, so
Davis remains oblivious.
Davis is just, I don't know, spinning circles, with his bow ready, just confused.
Yeah, he's just looking around, where is he? What's going on?
He's like a broken, NPC in Oblivion, just rotating around.
I know that happened.
Oh.
Davis is rotating around without moving his legs, just like a disc.
Alright, so Robert then is kind of trying to listen harder to what this is exactly. And I'd say with now a more refined 3 here, he could definitely make out that it is not like a super large animal. It's not stomping that he's hearing. It's more like a decent-sized 4-legged animal that is very kind of swift, very fast, like maybe a wolf or a fox or something like that.
I am going to take my rifle down. If I take another notice check, does that add to my successes as I was looking in the direction already?
Okay, so you try to look harder then, you kind of pinpoint things.
I try to see something.
Alright, yeah, because right now you can just hear. So yeah. All right. And let me just do a little thing here. Okay. All right. So gonna just make a little check here for a thing. Okay. All right.
That was a sneak check. I see that thing.
Yeah. So good. Okay. Yeah. Like. So then, what Robert would see is, well, in this lighting, this not lighting, he'd see kind of a glimpse, an outline of, yeah, what appears to be a good-sized wolf, and it kind of like it kind of runs around and into a large bush, like kind of near, but not too, like, maybe like 30 feet away from you all.
I will step closer carefully after putting my rifle down.
All right, so Robert is kind of leaning in there.
Yeah, also I sent you something.
Ooh.
Don't know if it's relevant to the situation, but if it is.
It might be in a minute.
So now Robert is leaning or going in towards a direction, huh?
Yeah,
so
slowly.
I guess Davis
is
would...
going to pay attention to looking in that direction, too.
Okay.
Specifically.
Okay. So Davis is focused now.
On my end?
Yep.
Still penalty of 3?
I'd say now that he knows where to look, like he has a good idea, I'd reduce the penalty down to -2.
Alright. 2 successes.
Alright, so at this point, Davis just sees a bush kind of rustling. That's what Davis gets.
Alright, well, he still has his bow at the ready.
Robert will motion for Davis to take his bow down while he's still slowly walking closer.
Davis lowers his bow, but he still has an arrow knocked.
Getting up to the bushes, Robert will crouch down to not seem as much like a threat.
So he's just near the bush then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Davis is not walking closer.
And he will see if he has any bait in his coat. Like some dried meat.
Alright. Well, I guess, did anyone ever specify, like, do they carry meat on them, like, ever?
I mean, Robert does have, nowadays, resources professional hunter.
Yes, okay.
So having bait with him would make sense.
Alright.
Would you give it?
Yes.
Some strips of dried meat.
Some good old jerky.
And Robert will pull a strip of that out and throw it close to the bush.
Alright. And just gonna get an idea here of a thing. Boop. Alright. Okay. And just an idea on another thing. Boop. Alright. Okay. Then, yeah, so Robert's just kind of extending the offering there. And, yeah, like, so at this point he's close enough, he can see, like, very, very slowly, alright, there is a nice-sized gray wolf in the bush, and it just kind of, curiously leans out and just snatches that up. Just snatches it up.
All right. Can I see the wolf?
All right. At this point, because Davis is, well, He wasn't getting too close, but he is like intently looking. So I'd say, yeah, that's fine. Although, I mean, I don't know. Like, did Davis want to do any other like? Because he wasn't getting too close. Is he still like nervously looking around, or?
No, I'm paying attention to the wolf.
Okay.
I'm trying, like, do I see it snatch up the meat, and do I see in particular its color?
Ah. Okay. Oh, okay. So then specifics. Okay, because he did catch a glimpse of a wolf before.
Yeah, a gray wolf.
Yeah. Then I'd say a good. Then this time, since you can already see it, this would be just a proper like pattern recognition here. Just a simple wits intelligence check from Davis.
All right. 3 successes.
All right, then Davis would he would know that while that does look very similar to the gray wolf that he saw before the night before, that is not quite the same one.
Okay. Davis is calmer now.
Robert will actually let out a slight bark as he tries to make contact.
Hmm.
And yes, I am gonna roleplay that every time I try to describe how my character tries to communicate.
+1.
And I do want a cat at some point. Because I make good cat noises.
If Davis like saw that it was the same wolf that he saw before, he'd be immediately suspicious.
Do I get another +1 for?
Oh yeah. So
large predatory animal.
Yeah, so +2.
Ah, nice. That's 6d10.
Davis has got to stay suspicious of those animal spirits and whatnot.
Okay, so 2 successes.
All right, but at the same time, just do a little thing. Beep, beep. Okay. So, I would say, okay, with that, while Robert is trying to attune there with the wolf and get its attention and all, something else gets the wolf's attention. All right, and it just kind of, non-threateningly, but it just kind of perks up and just leaps out of the bush, like just kind of between Robert and Davis, just kind of darting out in between them, behind them, where they weren't paying attention.
Okay, I'm just gonna do another wits composure right now. Do I see things?
All right.
Anything?
Well, no.
Should I wits composure too?
Well, no check necessary here because it's not hidden. But yeah, just behind the two of you, just a couple feet actually, because no one was overly paying attention. There's just a guy there, kind of an old man, very pioneer-style clothing, very homemade, if you will. But he's just kind of, he's just petting the nice wolf, and he's looking at the two of you, kind of shaking his head.
I get up and will ask in an attempt to sound friendly. Who are you, if I may ask?
Considering, wait, I want to say what Davis does before this man answers.
Ooh.
Because considering that Davis did not walk closer to where the wolf was, and that this man was behind us, that means Davis was closer.
Yeah.
When Davis turns around and sees this man, he freaks out slightly and backs up quite a few steps.
Yeah, because it's just a not Robert Tall, but a tall, older, very grizzled gentleman, long beard, very.
Which, just so you know, the thing that I sent you earlier, that is on site.
Yeah, yeah. So the thing is, now that you both see him, like, yeah, I mean, you would recognize that he is like you all, shall we say? You recognize. You recognize.
Can I retract that question, considering I only got that information now?
All right, all right.
As that would be an immediate feeling.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's do it. Retcon. Retcon. There we go.
I will look at him rather distrustful.
So
not pointed at him, just in hand, ready.
So Davis is still okay, but so Robert doesn't really say anything. Then he just he's given the look.
He's given the look. He's trying to assess whether this person is stronger than him or not. And also, for shits and giggles, I'm gonna throw another wits empathy to see whether this person is hostile towards us.
All right, all right.
Which I have no idea.
Yeah, no clue, no clue. Although, just gonna do a little thing here. Let's see. And all right. All right. Just getting an idea. So, okay. Yeah, so this guy, he's just kind of, he kind of was leaned down, just petting the nice wolfie, the nice doggo. And he looks over at Davis, and who's still got his bow at the ready, and he just, in a gruff voice, just it tells Davis to, put that thing down, boy, before you hurt yourself. So that's just kind of what he says, his first statement to you all.
I'm fairly sure I know what I'm doing with this thing.
All right, and to that he just shakes his head and says, "Really, you two of you out here stomping around the woods, you don't seem like you know much of anything."
I'll have you know that I've been in these woods for over 8 years now.
Ooh.
Which, he knows Robert from the last 3 years if he ever came near the shack.
Yeah, yeah.
But not the last 8. Well, he was in the forest a little before his incident, so maybe last 4 or 5.
Yeah, but let me do a little thing here. So, and yeah.
Just note that Davis is not pointing his bow at the man.
All right. So, okay. So to what Robert says, the man kind of just looks at him and takes a curious breath, and just shrugs, saying, 8 years, huh? It you smell pretty new to me.
If you are referring to our condition, you are right about that.
All right. And
Robert
okay.
still hasn't learned that it's not a good idea to call yourself a young kindred.
Davis is still on just static right now.
So wait, Davis is like on high alert still, or
like he's on high alert, but he's not really comprehending any of what they're saying to each other right now.
Which I kind of want to get a feel here. Like, is Davis putting out a weird vibe with his like? I just wonder his general state. Like, let me Hold on, let me get an idea here.
He's watching Robert's reaction more closely than he's watching the man.
Okay. Well, okay, he's not too much of a problem then to the man so far, but so yeah.
Davis is looking at what Robert is doing, and if Robert goes aggressive, then Davis does as well.
All right. So yeah, this man, he just kind of pats his dog again, and stands up and looks between the two of you, and then kind of looks around and asks plainly, so what are you two doing out here anyway? Just causing even more trouble? So he's a little apprehensive.
We are searching for my human. Not saying friend here.
All right. And let's see. Let me get an idea here. Okay. All right. So it's just face value here. So, but he's gonna answer this one up with another question actually, which is, so you're human, huh? Well, so would that be would you all be part of that pack that's running around town lately, causing some mischief here in the woods? So he's a little he's got some ideas in his head maybe. Oh.
Did I get cut off?
Uh-oh, are we
I felt I heard double cut out for a bit, but not Donna.
Okay, then it probably was your Wi-Fi.
Oh no.
Everything's fine now, though. I can hear you now.
Okay. So I guess then I gotta repeat? Or
I did hear the whole, are you part of the
yeah.
pack that's been running around here and then causing, and then you were
Yeah,
cut
just
off.
causing trouble in the woods. So yeah, that was the question to the both of them.
You see the size of our quote-unquote pack right here. It's me and my child. That's it.
I hear that and I just think, baby Davis, just.
I mean, in vampire terms, both of them are.
Yep. Davis is just slightly babyier.
All right. So then the question is, like, how basically how honest, genuine, and convincing, and how believable that Robert's statement there is. So
Presence persuasion?
yeah, just how truthful does it sound? All right. Okay, and then just a little I'll just put a little a little suspicion on that. Yeah. All right. So what I'll give with this is that the man just kind of thinks for a moment, and he just nods his head. So he seems to accept what you said there, and he says, "Well, if you're not, you do smell kind of, you have the same kind of smell as those others, but I guess there's a lot of folks running around here these days, getting all kinds of crowded." And he just kind of looks between the two of you.
I apologize if we invaded your territory without permission. As I said, we are looking for our human companion who is our driver during the day and whom we, because of that, really need.
All right, so the man kind of just nods again, and he looks, he looks off, kind of further north, and then back to you all, and he nods his head, saying, "Well, then just keep on walking that way, and well, I don't know if you'll like what you find, but I think what's yours is that away."
At this point, Robert really ends up, and I'm just gonna throw a little resolve composure here. Just a little, let's not flip out at this statement.
Ooh.
He flips out.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Robert Smash.
If
Would
Robert
you say with
Smash,
0 successes frenzy time, or?
Well,
if Robert smashed, then Davis smashed too. He's not going frenzied, but if Robert starts attacking this man, Davis is going to help.
Well, I'd say, how about this?
Yeah, I'm just looking for one thing that maybe this guy might know, which could help in this situation, because Double does not have the rulebook with him right now.
But
So there is Animalism 5 leashing the beast if he has that.
Okay.
Which is a manipulation plus empathy plus animalism versus composure plus blood potency. And success means the instant action inspires or calms rage, frenzy, or road trick in the character itself, or the character gets the most successes and manipulates another's beast. Frenzy or road trick rules apply as normal for the remainder of the scene. So with the if he has that and has more successes than me in a contested check, he would just quell my frenzy and that's it. Because as it stands, I'm spending a point of blood and the claws are coming out because frenzy.
Ooh. Well, I'm trying to think.
It's not really a conscious choice at that point. It's just the beast taking over.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. Did we establish that when Robert fails his, that it's just a direct into frenzy? Did we establish that, or?
I will give this. He was just told that the closest thing he's had to a friend since he was embraced was probably murdered.
That's what he's at least assuming.
Yes.
Alright. Well, so okay, then Robert Frenzy and the claws coming out and all that. So I guess in response to that, then yeah, let me do a little thing here. Let me see what so what was, because I don't have the rule book right in front of me. So what was the because they do happen to have. So what was the thing, the roll for it?
It's Animalism 5, it's Manipulation plus Empathy plus Animalism versus Composure plus Blood Potency.
Okay, so Manipulation, Empathy, and Animalism? Okay, so let me just get the stats here.
If he fails this is combat.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's see. So it's,
But I don't think he will fail it because with Animalism 5 alone, he's 1 point below my Composure plus Blood Potency.
Yeah.
Alright, so, okay, get my roll for that. And, let's see.
I don't want to have more successes in this.
Yeah, and I guess, okay, it's a good time for, I'll also, this man does not want a confrontation with these two dumb people in the woods right now. So willpower from him. So all right.
Especially with a particular child who could stake him from a distance if he gets a good shot in.
So okay, yeah. Manipulation, empathy, animalism, willpower, and whoop. What? Oh.
No!
Combat begins.
Okay, then yes. In that
Guess
case,
he can try again next turn?
yeah.
All right.
The character gets the most successes and manipulates. Okay, so that does not apply. It kind of reads in a weird way that you could think the character who gets, but no. That's luckily not the situation. So, roll initiative,
Oh yay.
Presumably.
Okay.
which is 1d10 plus initiative modifier.
Yeah, just gotta make sure that, I remember there was a problem with the initiatives on the character sheets. Are they accurate? Like...
Initiative is wit plus dexterity, so relatively... Or maybe not wits plus... Composure plus dexterity? I have a 7 here.
I'm pretty sure I have an ability that increases my initiative rating. So... And I've noted that down, so that's no problem for me.
This is a Vampire the Masquerade sheet. Searching for a Vampire the Requiem sheet.
Yeah, I just want to make sure the numbers are accurate before...
Initiative mod dexterity plus composure.
Okay. So that's the initiative mod.
And I get a +2 because of fast reflexes. But not as fast as Robert this time.
Okay, so let's see. We've got
Cute. Very, very cute.
So we've got a 15 from Robert and 11 from... Okay. And then let me roll...
This is not how I imagined this to go.
Yeah. This... Okay, so let me get the initiative here.
I stake that man, and then I stake you, and then everything's fine.
So... that's wrong... But what
I stake you when you turn on me eventually when I see that you're frenzying.
Yeah, so let's see, I got... Okay, also an 11, though. So... Alright. So then... So I'll take that the turn order is Robert, and then Davis, and then the old man.
That is not a good turn order here.
Alright, your turn.
Yes, I am I close enough to do an attack?
Oh, wait, I forgot. There's one thing I did... I totally forgot. Gotta roll initiative for the wolf, too. I forgot about that. Because he's there, too, and they're really fucking fast. So, let me see.
I'm just gonna put my token down so you can put me in the turn order. Or, well, you can also just add...
Well, I can always just manually keep track of it, too.
Yeah.
I kind of hate how the turn thing works in this.
Why?
I shared this feeling that this man was a vampire too, correct?
Well, you would have known, like...
You know.
Alright,
The moment you look at another kindred, you know.
Alright.
Technically, there is a whole thing with even making checks to not just frenzy at the sight of another vampire. But it is... suggested that the DM uses this mechanic very sparingly.
Okay, so actually, the wolf goes first.
Wolf fast.
Yeah, well, the wolf gets to go first.
Wolf fast.
Very fast. Oh. So okay. I just kind of wrote down. I need paper. I like paper notes better. But all right, so I got everyone's thing written down.
I really don't understand what your problem with the turn order thing is.
I don't know. I just
very well.
I just kind of like to do this sort of thing with, like, say, scratch paper or something. I don't know. It's just my preference. So yeah, put that turn order thing away. So, okay, Wolf goes first, and I guess I have to decide now what that's gonna do.
Yeah.
You
You do, because you have 2 hostile vampires.
Yes. So I guess, first off, I'm gonna just sort of, because it has not been given instruction here, it's just gonna be defensive, so I'm gonna leave it to a coin toss of, like, who is it going to focus its attention on between the two of you.
Mr. Robert.
So, let's see, I'd say...
The big scary guy or the smaller, not so scary guy?
Who does have his
man
weapon
with the
out,
bow.
though. He does have his weapon out. They're both threatening. And actually, Davis is closer, too. So I'd say Davis is the high ball and Robert is the low ball. So, okay.
Robert.
Yep. All right. So, ooh. Okay. So the friendly doggo is gonna try something here. So yeah, since Robert is presumed threatening now, the doggo is going to leap to its master's aid and try to just, like, jump at Robert, like, biting his arm, basically.
Trying to hold him down.
Okay.
Yeah.
My defense is 3.
3 defense? Okay. So I'll subtract that from the dice pool here. Let's make sure I'm right thing. Okay, so yeah.
Which, one question, if the wolf is biting Robert, when he tries to attack it with the claws, does its defense apply, considering it's right up there?
Ooh. Well, I mean, I guess here's the thing. It depends. Oh, I guess, no, for it to stay, that would be a grapple, technically. Which would also mean, like... I'm trying to think how to play this, because, like, if it's going to try to hang on, would I count that as a grapple in which, like, you'd have to break free of it before you can...
The thing is, you also... I'm trying to picture this right now.
Yeah.
And at worst, the wolf is gonna bite one of Robert's arms.
Yeah.
Still
leaves
gives him
a free arm.
Free arm.
True. This is true.
But reduces the wolf's mobility because it's holding on to his other arm.
Yeah.
Keep it as a sort of grapple sense. Get loose with the rules.
Yeah, I'd say, okay,
Semi-grapple.
You
can attack it.
I'll just count it as an attack roll here for right now, because technically that would not disable Robert.
I would suggest grapple in the sense that I cannot move.
Okay, yeah.
Attack someone else.
So you'd
no grapple in the sense if I wanted to attack the wolf.
Okay, so basically you'd have to make the usual contested check to break out of the grapple if you wanted to do anything other than attack the wolf, basically.
Exactly.
Okay, so for now, so it's gonna make a grapple and just attack on you. So that's just, yeah, the standard brawl type check. So, all right, boop. Oh, just a 1. So that's 1 lethal. First off.
Subtract my defense.
Yes.
Okay. God damn, that thing has a big dice pool.
Most like the proper wild animals do, actually. They hurt.
Well, this is a strength plus brawl plus 1 for claws.
So, yeah, so this wolf has just leaped on and latched on to Robert. So, what now?
Does its defense apply again, considering it's right there?
Yeah.
And immobile. And doesn't really have hands to stop me.
Well, I always interpreted the role there as, like, I always interpret it as your ability to dodge, you know, like, not to block.
Yeah, try dodging if you're holding on to a thing.
Yeah, so then, okay, yeah, I would say that
Defense
no.
does not apply.
Yeah, defense does not apply in this particular instance. That's what I'll give.
Oh, that is
Whoops.
the plus 7.
Oh, 57.
But over 8, that's 4 successes.
Okay.
That's 4 ag.
All right.
This wolf is feeling some pain.
Yeah, so Robert is with his free hand just digs those claws right on in to the wolf's side, basically. Which yeah, that's gonna make it howl. It's not liking that, but it's very fierce and loyal, and it is keeping a good hold on Robert.
Yeah, of course.
So now it is my turn.
Yes. What does Davis do in the middle of this shit show?
I'm shooting the wolf because it's attacking my sire.
Oh no.
Poor wolf.
I'm shooting this thing just probably where the opened wound now is.
You are aware that my hand is probably still there, yes?
Well, wait, okay, actually, first off...
Is it still there?
First off, hold on, because this is actually, like, I know this one's in the rule book, that, like, you're trying to shoot something that is basically on top of another person, so you're gonna have to make a roll to not shoot your friend, first off, if you choose to do that. I gotta remember what the exact roll is on this. I know it's covered in the core book somewhere.
I'm going to willpower not shooting you.
So I gotta think real quick how I usually would handle a shot like this. I would say, I'm gonna go by this, like, oh god, they're right on top of each other, and this is a very hard, like, this would be a hard shot for anyone to make and not fuck it up. So I'm gonna put it down to just a singular dice. How about that? A chance, a roll of the dice, if you will, if you want to take that.
Can I willpower it?
And I will say that, okay, what I'll factor in is that yes, you may willpower it. You may add dice onto that to edge your chance of success. But, yeah, this is gonna be a hard shot. So then with willpower, you would have your +3, so you'd have 4 dice. That's the most you'll get on this.
All right.
That's just to see if you, if you hit your proper target.
1 success.
Okay. You do not shoot Robert then.
How do I have the feeling that if he gets a critical success on shooting, that incentive changes?
Well, a critical that like, oh, I don't know.
That thing gets shot through the head.
Well,
yeah, which my arm is in between those jaws.
Yeah, but I would assume I'm at the side of you, like not facing you head on. I'm at your side, which means I'm looking at the side of this wolf and the side of
pretty
you.
much somewhat in front of me.
Somewhat.
I think the risk here is that the arrow would go straight through, and Robert
Not straight through because of the feathering, but enough to actually hit Robert.
Yeah, I think that would be the risk if it's a super critical.
All right. Well, anyways.
All right. So your archery check.
All right, that is Dex Athletics, if I remember correctly.
I'm trying to think. Wait, did I make? I know we had to like hammer this out, and did we make like a note about it?
That's what my attack roll says.
Okay.
Plus what?
Because I know bows were a little weird.
I believe it was Dex Athletics.
No, it's a strength roll. It's definitely a strength roll.
Oh yeah, because the strength to pull the bow back. I remember that. It was
strength. The strength requirement.
Yeah,
I think it was a strength requirement.
But yeah, it was strength, athletics,
It
and
is also a strength. Well, let's.
it was okay.
One moment. I
It's in the
can
armory
look this
book.
up very. Yeah. Archaic ranged weapons. Bows can be built.
And it does 3 damage. So that adds
Yeah, that's
on.
your strength.
Yep.
But like the actual roll for the attack.
I'm looking that up right now.
Yep. We need a rules lawyer.
God damn it. They explain how bows work, but no. Ah, it was in the merits. I remember archery.
Oh.
Or at least I hope that's what it was. Fighting style. Okay, archery. No, it's also not here. God damn it.
Archery's complicated.
I'm pretty sure it was a strength athletics check, though.
I think it was strength athletics plus the tool bonus of your actual bow, and that's your attack roll. That's what I remember. Which
and
what was the I forget what the bonus on Davis's bow was though.
3.
3 because the damage that the bow does is its minimum strength requirement.
Yeah,
okay, so that's the tool bonus is what that is then.
Yeah.
So you add so strength athletics plus 3 for the bow.
All right.
And that's your roll.
All right. So
we got
that
it.
is 9 dice.
Yep.
You're so gonna shoot me with it.
Yes.
Critical hit.
Yeah, and you get to roll again.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Critical hit. This wolf is dead.
So I want to see how successfully does that arrow go through?
Well,
it's
getting into ag.
It's a mortar. Well, you remember Well, wait. Actually, was Davis aiming specifically for like a kill shot or was that just a generic hit?
I wanted that wolf dead.
Well, I mean, like, was he aiming for a body part then? Like,
No.
Wouldn't that have been a penalty?
Yeah, that's what I just was thinking of.
No,
so,
I was not aiming for a particular body part.
So then that was a general, that would have been a general hit. So let me calculate. Calculating.
And if I was aiming for anything at all, it would have been general body and not the head.
So yeah, no aiming then. So I just gotta add up and also I need to do a roll after that to find out about a certain something. So let's see.
I am a skilled bowman.
We might have a frenzied vampire at our hands at the moment.
Well, no,
we already have a friend.
Just so you know, leashing the beast can also be applied to yourself.
All right.
He does get the choice to not frenzy at us.
So, okay. Well,
technically, the dog attacked first.
All right.
Robert did get frenzied, but he didn't attack until the dog attacked him.
So, Well, all right, but okay. Now I need to do a thing to see how deep did that arrow go?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, with that one, I'll just say the dog. It's a good clean shot, and the dog just kind of falls down. It just so it lets go of Robert's arm and just falls over to its side.
Crumples over.
But it is kind of shallow breathing, very shallow breathing.
On the edge of death.
So, yeah. So okay. So that happened. That happened.
And now it's Mr. Vampire's turn.
Yep. Yep. Which first off with this whole mess, like, okay, so he is gonna try again. First off here to. All right, so gonna give another good thing here. Which, let's see, that was okay. Boop. These low ball rolls. So that's the contested, which that's just kind of even.
Tiebreaker?
All right. Well, I'm trying to think, like, would that be
chance roll tiebreaker?
Well, I'm trying to think if that would be enough to, like, maybe have. Which, wait, also, isn't every turn, isn't there?
Oh yeah, I get to roll the wits not a wits resolve composure, which is the same type of.
Yeah.
Like, same amount of dice, so.
I'd say, like, give it one of those also. Like, I'd say that's what it gives. It gives a chance for. Okay, good. So you're maybe coming to your senses then. I'd say you're. Because this wasn't like. Yeah, I'd say this is Robert can start to come to his senses a bit here.
Yep. I am going to roll another 70-10.
All right.
To see what state of mind Robert is in now that he is past the rage.
All right. But also, and while the old man was kind of doing the stare down with Robert there, he is just like he's got a pretty stern voice now, and a good kind of echoes around the woods, and he just simply like while that was happening just said, "Calm yourself, boy." That was what his statement to Robert there that got him to calm down.
So, to the state of mind with one success, I would say that to anyone who isn't behavior blind, it should be obvious that Robert is clearly in a mix of grief and worry. Like, he doesn't yet fully want to believe that James is dead.
Not even concerned over his arm at this point.
No.
Yeah.
I have one lethal.
Yeah, not even concerned. Barely a problem.
We could call that a reflexive heal at this point, I would say.
Well, yeah.
Not even a problem.
Yeah.
Whatever. Your dog bit me. Who cares?
Pretty much.
I'm just
Your
gonna
dog paid the price anyways.
And a little side roll here, just. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So okay, then I guess combat over.
Yep.
Everybody calms the fuck down.
Davis is like still at the ready but not firing. He's like, alright, is it over yet?
Well, I guess that depends on Robert.
Robert is not attacking again, he's just clearly distraught.
Okay.
Then Davis subsequently lowers his bow.
All right.
This time he's keeping his eyes on the man and not on Robert.
Okay. Well, then,
Because I did just, shoot his dog to near death. It's probably gonna die any time now.
Unless he gives it some of his blood.
Yeah.
well, but I guess also because of another roll that didn't turn up great. But well, since Davis is especially paying attention, well, yeah, no sneaks here. But like, he would notice that there's a couple of wolves just kind of circling around you all now, just out in the open.
Robert, after fully pushing his beast back, will ask, is he really dead? And if so, how did he die?
All right, so the old man he just glances, to one of the wolves that are circling, and just makes a little kind of a nudge, just that they just sort of sit there. They don't get any closer or anything. And then he looks to Robert and says, "Well, do you think you're calm enough to handle it now, boy?" So he's making sure.
I think so.
All right, so the old man just says very plainly, "Well, it was last night. Caught wind of some folks kind of with the same scent as you all. And he points to you and Davis. Says they've been coming through town a lot lately. They're loud motor bikes. They ride just contraptions." So he doesn't like those. But he says a couple of them, they caught sight of some poor guy wandering around, seemed lost in these woods. I don't know what all happened, but I don't think your friend, whether he's alive or not, well, that's you might want to look into that. I think that's something you need to find out. And again, he just kind of leans his head towards the road.
Could you show me where he is, or at least where he was attacked?
All right, and he just kind of looks to one of his wolves. Just does that little stare for a moment there, and then he points to Robert and then to the wolf and says, "Follow that one. He'll take you right there. But you all, I'll be keeping an eye on what's going on around here. But you need me, well, I'll find you. You're loud enough out here." And he just kind of turns around.
Before he goes, Robert will say, "We may have a common enemy here, and if we do, I do have a shack about 4 hours on foot from here to the south. Should easily find us there."
Yep. And he just nods like he already knows, and yeah, just keeps on. He just exits.
Yeah, Robert will make his way with the wolf. Not really pay attention to Davis.
Oh.
Vampire child, not important.
Davis is just following.
All right. So, okay, then, yeah, then with no problem, the two of you all can easily, the wolf will make sure that you all can keep up, so no getting lost.
You
In
were
his
cut
head.
out. You were definitely cut out for a moment there.
Oh.
Because I heard you talking in the other room, but I did not hear you talking here.
And, like, I haven't dropped in, like, nothing is dropped for me. I'm looking at everything.
Yeah, you're not streaming.
No, I mean, I'm looking at, like, Discord, too, and, like, everything's showing green all the time. Internets.
Yeah, Discord takes a second to catch up, so if you reconnect before it shows you, that can happen.
Alright. Well, I was just saying that, the wolf will easily, like, it will allow you, it's allowing you all to follow, so you shouldn't get lost. There shouldn't be any problems with that. So then, yeah, the two of you would just follow along through the rainy night there, until eventually, the major thing that you all would see is, James's car just kind of crashed into a tree by the side of the road. That's the first major thing you'd see. Nothing else.
At that point, Robert is running towards the car.
Oh.
Davis is worried too, so yeah, he's also running.
Alright. So, okay, well, I mean, just a cursory glance, it's the car, it's smashed, the front smashed pretty good into a nice thick tree. It's just just a few feet off the side of the road. But there is a lot of brush, so, like, people probably wouldn't have seen it, like, coming along the road, so no one's done anything about any of it yet. But
I'm looking immediately for blood.
Wouldn't we smell blood?
Well,
yeah.
Well, it's heavy rain.
Smelling.
Heavy rain.
Smelling, looking.
But okay, but I guess just at a glance, like the door, the driver's side door is just wide open. The windows smashed out, and there is a good amount of blood. There's a pretty good amount of blood, just all over the seats and everything.
So my first roll is just gonna be a wits perception to see if I see James anywhere.
So you're specifically looking for a person, then?
Yes.
All right. And to that, I can just say, well, you do not see a person around anywhere.
Wits investigation. First, I'm popping open the trunk of the car.
All right.
We've had too many corpses in trunks to not do that.
Oh, all right. Which I'm trying to think. First off, was that locked? Was that like? I'm trying to think. Would you need keys to get into that for his car? I forget. Probably.
Claws?
Well,
tear it open.
So forcing
I'm
it.
first gonna take a look if the keys are maybe still
Okay.
in the car before I waste the point of blood.
I mean, you activated your claws in that fight.
Yeah.
But that was different scene. Yeah, different scene.
All right, fair enough.
Okay, well,
I wasn't sure if same scene or not.
Then okay, like.
Also, after getting out of frenzy, I would have retracted them as a sense of.
Yeah.
Let's not kill each other.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, for the. So yes, you can easily see that the keys are still just right in there.
Okay, then I'm checking the trunk.
All right. So yeah, nothing's stopping you. You pop the trunk open, and there's just some hamburger wrappers in there. Nothing exciting.
They could have hit him there, though.
I'm gonna take a general look around.
So
yeah, I now was also gonna do a wits investigation, which is 2 successes because not directly perception based.
So what is my role for just generally looking around? With composure, with rain penalty?
Well, I guess, like, it depends how you're looking. Like, I guess for Davis, is he maybe more, like, dipping into survival type stuff?
Also,
Oh.
before... One thing that I would do before I look,
Yep.
just see if the headlights work.
Ah, okay. Then, yeah, a quick test of that, and, like, the battery's drained. It's been, yeah.
Hey, worth a try.
Mm.
I'm trying to get a general feel of if there's any trails or things leading up to it besides the, like, swerving off-road trail.
Yeah, but I guess for Davis, because not much on the investigation angle, I don't think. Like,
Yeah.
but his survival, like, this would be dipping into survival, like, he's looking at the ground and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'd say I would, for that, allow, like, wits and survival, I'd allow.
Okay. That is 6 dice, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and roll again. Or wait.
Wait.
It's wit... I'm just
They
thinking...
say wit, so no, it does not count.
But, well, you
Alright.
did say perception, and we did allow that, I think, for another
Yeah,
survivor.
true,
With
we did
survival.
a lot of
Yeah,
earlier with the
Okay,
survivor.
so then, yeah, the
So
roll
roll
again
again?
counts. Yeah.
Alright.
Then the question is, does that also apply to the investigation, or is that too far removed?
I think
from that?
investigation is a little too far removed. Survival
Okay.
you can say because that's a physical one, but investigation is not.
Alright. So 2 successes.
Which I wonder, a 1 on a roll again, like
No, that does...
just nothing. Yeah, because that feels like it's penalizing you for doing well.
No, if you say the 10s again count, then the minus on the 1s does not...
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. So then it's just 2 good successes. All right. And for Robert, it was just a general looking around then?
Note that second roll is a wits investigation.
Okay. So then 2 on that.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 2s. So, alright, then let me get an idea, real quick, of how, if you'll stumble on a certain something. Let me just get a... I'll do it as a contested for how hidden it is, which is not too much. Yeah. Okay. What I'll give here is, and I'd say probably more Davis on this one, yeah. So Robert, he's looking around, but I'd say Davis...
First been looking around and then actively investigating.
Yeah, but like Davis, because he was looking more like, the ground and what's disturbed, and he's paying more attention to that.
I thought that's what investigating means. Look for clear traces of a fight, a struggle.
Yeah.
Which at that point would be looking at the ground.
Yeah, but
We're
Davis...
basically doing the same thing, just with me going a little more into the what happened.
Yeah, but it's more... This is more because it's just like... This is more about, like, Davis just kind of stumbling on something because he's just extra focused on... With the survival, specifically, like... The leaves, all that stuff, It could be either way, but like
I would say it should
Whatever,
be
give me
equal
the
with an
information.
investigation roll.
Well, I did a couple of
Give me the
rolls, and at the end I put it down to a chance dice of like, who's gonna get it, right? Could go either way. So I was, that's my logic. All right. So yeah, Davis, he stubs his toe on something, bumps up to something.
Well, I'm gonna take a look at what I stubbed my toe on.
All right, so the dirt there is rather raised, and looks like a finger. Looks like a finger poking up out of the ground.
I'm going to point that out to Robert immediately.
I'm not... The problem is, there is a chance he got turned. And Robert would not kill turned James.
Investigation. Yeah. You never know until you look.
Yeah, but the problem is, if I dig him up, wouldn't that take any chance of him turning away?
First off, I don't think Robert knows how that works, so...
He knows that he was buried in the ground when he turned.
But he also
He
knows
that
that...
the little girl was buried in the ground when she got turned.
Yeah, yeah.
And now there is a corpse that is most likely James buried in the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, but was Davis buried in the ground when he turned?
No.
No.
Yeah,
No.
Robert doesn't really know how any of this works. Nobody knows how this works.
There's a finger poking out of the ground. I'm gonna let Robert do what Robert does.
Like, it's not even covered all that well. Come on.
We don't even know if it's James's finger.
Yeah.
The ground is that loose. Yeah, Robert is going to try and dig up on what probably would be the head side.
Okay, so...
But the hand would have to be somewhat twisted too.
Alright, and I'd say for the strength here between y'all, it's good enough that this is not a task you need to try hard on. So...
Alright. Can I tell what kind of finger it is? Is it like a pinky, middle finger?
Just like a, like a...
It's not a thumb, probably, because
yeah.
otherwise it would be...
Just like a middle finger. Or
thumbs up.
Just a middle finger sticking up out of the crotch.
Poking finger, the index.
But, okay, so you're gonna dig up head side, then. So, yeah, like, it's not hard because this, so yes, well, there's a body, definitely here, and, as you dig and you unearth, first off, it was not covered up very well. Very, very crappy job. But yeah, you dig up the head part, and it is, like, kind of half gone, smashed in, but... like, it's real mangled, everything, but it appears to be James. Yes, Robert would recognize.
So, here's something that Davis has never seen. Robert is crying.
Tears of blood.
The blood tears.
Yeah, but also, Robert is showing an actual strong emotion that is not anger.
Davis is silent.
Moment of silence.
Davis is feeling kind of shitty himself. He's not quite crying because he didn't get to know James as well as Robert did, but he is feeling sympathy for Robert.
Yeah. And I guess also, between all the moment here, does either of them, like, examine into the body more, or think about anything, or you try to recall things, or...
Robert has a pretty good suspicion who this is.
Well, obviously it's James. There.
No, not the corpse. The person that did this.
The method. The method might seem a little familiar.
Convinced he knows.
Because Robert has seen this method before.
Yes.
But, well, Davis hasn't. Davis doesn't know shit.
Yeah. Davis just knows that he was obviously killed by something, and probably not a car crash.
Yeah.
Looking at how mangled his head is, like, yeah, you could have a mangled head from a car crash, but he was also buried.
Yep. So, yeah, press F for James, but, so, then, it's what do the two of them do now, as they have their broken comrade in arms.
So, I'm gonna roll a resolve composure here to see how quickly Robert recovers from... Not well. Not well.
I want to get a feeling for how fresh this body is.
Well, didn't the guy say last night?
Yeah. You know it was last
We
night.
don't have to.
You ought to CSI this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, my memory is about as shit as James's is.
Oh. Oh.
But as Robert calms down, he's just gonna pick James up and wordlessly walk down the road in the direction of his shack.
Just in the heavy rain, you know, the orchestral music kicks in, the whole bit there.
Silhouettes in the dark.
Hmm.
Davis following behind. Robert with James on his shoulder.
Hmm. So.
Yeah, I'm imagining this scene very clearly in my head.
Hmm. Yep, I have a mental image. Oh.
Yep, I have a mental image here.
Our...
And man, am I sad.
Oh.
Yeah.
All the press Fs. Oh. Okay. So then yes, that's I guess then the rest of their night would be just yep, there's the so yeah, the rest of their night would just be like, yeah, getting back to the shack with, you know, with the remains of James in tow.
No one sees this, right?
Well, that is the thing.
We're gonna dun ourselves here, and no one sees this.
Like,
right?
you're just walking down the middle of the road, right? I mean, I don't know. It's a country road here.
Action movie logic.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Don't destroy the scene here.
For the fallen comrade.
All right.
Yeah.
Successfully not done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if this was my game, this would absolutely done us.
Yeah. Then the police come, and then. Oh.
Police car drives by very inconveniently.
Action movie logic.
Yeah. This is you know, the fallen comrade scene. All right. I'll allow it.
Grieving in the dark.
But yeah, so then, like, it would be like very close to morning then by the time like you all get back, you know, to the shack area. So then, yeah, it's how do they conclude their night?
So
Proper burial?
Robert is gonna start to dig the hole, but first he's gonna get James's corpse inside and just kind of wrap him into a bed sheet that is not currently being used and will never be used again.
Mm.
And then we'll also tell Davis to just stay inside.
He's got to take care of business.
Well, he is digging the grave outside.
Yeah.
So are you leaving the body with Davis while you dig the grave? All right. Yeah.
The wrapped up body is right next to Davis. Well, not right next to him. He has some wiggle room in the shack, but there's no second room.
Yep.
Alright, so yeah, funeral arrangement planning, basically. Oh, let's see, am I cutting out again? Oh.
Nope.
Okay, just making sure. Alright, so then, okay, then, yeah, I guess handling that would be, yeah, that would be their night. Oh.
Yep.
It is.
Alright, so then, okay. Then I kind of think, that That might be the perfect place to leave it then for this time. I don't know.
I'd say that's a great place to call a session.
Yeah, like that.
The question is now, as the session has ended, and I'm not even talking about experience here because that seems kind of tasteless, as James has just died.
Yep. The only experience we gained was a terrible one.
James was a good friend to Robert.
Yeah.
Would that be a humanity check?
Ooh. Like, well, it's kind of like if
James also was his anchor.
Well,
so
I'm trying to think if anchors are even a thing in first edition, or I know in second edition they are.
Not formally, but it is suggested that
Yeah.
a vampire might have an easier time holding on to their humanity if they're not cut off from humans.
Yeah. So like, I'd say.
And let's see. Our group started off with 2 humans.
Yeah.
And one of them got turned.
Hmm.
Now the other is dead.
So yeah, I'd say that is a that is a good humanity check then. I'd say for Robert.
Which give me a difficulty here.
Well, I'm trying to think what the please tell me I made a note about that. Let me see.
Yes, you did.
Okay. Let me just double check then.
But the problem is, those go only for the actions that you've committed.
Yeah. Like, so this is not an action. This is well, I'd just say your current level then, right? Just your current levels check, basically.
That's a pretty generous check considering the circumstances.
Well, I could add penalties on it now, because like, okay, I could say that your current morality, humanity is your check, your base check, but then okay, well, let's factor in, this is the thing binding Robert to his humanity. That's pretty heavy. So I'd give it like let's see, what's Robert's humanity right now? 5. So that would be like a check of let's see.
I was constantly joking that Robert was more human than Jacob because he aced his humanity checks.
Yeah, but so like, okay, so that's 3d10 then normally, right? Like for that level, or
no.
Oh wait, I'm cutting out.
Level you roll for that sin that is not depending on
I cut out for a second there. I missed.
The amount of dice is not depending on your humanity level. It's depending on the sin you've committed. So if you're humanity 10, but you have committed the first level sin, you roll 2 dice.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say, like, just as I need a check for something that is an informal rule anyway here, I was just gonna say just to use your current humanity levels roll, basically.
The current humanity levels roll, not the current humanity level.
Yeah. The current sin.
So like
the humanity level you're at.
Yeah, so like, okay, so then normally, that would be 3d10. Then so that would be your base roll for this, which is pretty low actually. That's easy to fuck up, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say that's good enough then. Like, 3 dice.
Nope.
So bring that down a notch.
And now roll 40-10 to see if there is.
Oh yeah.
No derangement.
Okay.
I would have taken vengefulness or something like that.
I would love to get rid of my derangement.
Then spend experience to raise your humanity.
Yeah.
How much experience for leveling up to level 6 humanity?
Do I have a chart for that? I have a chart. So morality is new dots x3. So whatever the level is times 3, basically.
So 15 because I'm at 5 and want to bring it up to 6. Or is it 6 times 3?
The dots time. Yeah, so that'd be 6 times 3. Yeah, that'd be 18.
Okay, I need 8 more experience
Which, one question I do have,
Hmm.
as the plan with closing out Robert's storyline is kind of that he does not end on humanity,
Hmm.
as you've allowed me to switch on a path.
Yeah.
If, well, not if, but when he switches onto a path and leaves his humanity behind,
Hmm.
would you say that also leaves the derangements connected to his humanity behind?
Yeah, I'd say pretty much. Pretty much.
Okay. So once I get to path, PTSD is not gonna be the issue anymore.
Yeah, I'd say you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Because the question would otherwise be how to cure that, because it would be bound to a humanity and not a path level.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, okay, and I guess let's see the final gameplay thing, which is EXPs. So I mean standard 3, I would say. For this one, it's just standard 3, I'd say.
There is
Okay.
the question is flaws.
Ah, yes. Oh, the flaws did come in here for Robert.
2 out of 4.
Yeah. So, okay, yeah. Then I'd give 5 for Robert. And just 3 for Davis.
Fair enough.
All right. So,
Although I might work to my virtue maybe next time. Possibly.
What is your virtue again?
Fortitude.
Huh.
Ah,
Staying strong.
well, fortitude isn't so much about staying strong, it's more about staying true to your principles.
Yeah.
Which, for Robert, once he kills Jake the Snake, I will argue that that is both his vice and his virtue, sir.
Although for Davis, I don't really know what his principles are. uh, I'm not sure.
Well, I would argue for Robert with the fortitude that his loyalty would come into play for wanting to kill Jake the Snake here.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, of course his wrath, but there would also be the loyalty angle.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Which I think I hammered out Robert's principles as loyalty, honesty. Yeah, loyalty and honesty.
I'm pretty sure loyalty was one thing for Davis too.
Yeah, you got a specific derangement
Well, yeah.
connected to that, so that would make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. I
Well-
got a specific derangement because I killed someone for you out of loyalty.
Yeah, but you also got a derangement that made you even more loyal.
I got a derangement that made me prevent killing people.
Attachment issues, or was it a flaw for you?
That was a flaw. Attachment issues was a flaw. The only derangement I have is killing inhibition.
Yeah.
For you.
But all right. So I think it's a little rocky there for a bit, but I think we salvaged this one. I think. I hope.
Yeah.
So.
I am curious how we will interact with older vampire again.
I just like how you need a mentor and then possibly murder your mentor first thing.
It's called Frenzy.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Yeah.
He is, I think, well aware of the fact what Frenzy does to a kindred's mind.
Yeah.
Turning it off.
And Davis is blindly protective of his sire.
Yep. Just shot the doggo.
How did you went from how could you do this to me to
It's been a
blindly
while.
protect this?
It's been a while.
And since then, Robert hasn't exactly treated you like shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's not
Like
you were an
different
asshole
from
to me about it.
how Iris treated Robert, which she kind of missed out on the whole. You're maybe supposed to teach the young vampire that you have turned.
Well,
Yeah, which you're
hey,
doing your best job with Davis.
Yeah, actually, both of us need a better mentor.
Yeah, both of us.
Alright. But, okay, and let's see, just, so I think everything with that wrapped up, so I'll, for tonight's session, I'll stop the recording here, so we don't blab anything we shouldn't,
Yeah, maybe you should also cut out a little bit of the end.
I don't think we've gone into anything terrible here. It's mostly I just want to avoid possible meta discussions afterwards.
Makes sense.
Fair enough.
So that's all for this here foray into the world of darkness. We are trying to bring everything to a head, and we'll see how that turns out next time.